My next guest is the newest member of the UFC's middleweight roster. He's coming off a first-round finish over Alton Cunningham this past Tuesday at Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series. Of course, I'm talking about Bevon Lewis. Bevon, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well, but not as good as you, man. Could that fight have gone any better on Tuesday? You get a first-round finish. You don't get paid by the hour.
Right, for sure. I didn't. You know what? It's funny because my coaches keep saying that. They were like, we had a joke, and they're like, "Yeah, Bevon, I don't know what you're doing. You getting finished. You want to finish. You're not getting paid by the round." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. You're right." And going into this fight, I believe I just had this mentality of just finish, 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 and it wasn't. With the fight, things don't go that way. With the opponent before Alton, I also wanted the same thing. So, and I realized, things don't go the same way. I mean, don't always go the way you want it. So finish but for some reason with him, I was under the impression that I'll be more than ready to take him out early on. But
It certainly didn't look like it in the fight, but was there more pressure heading into this just because it was your second stint on Contender Series? You had that development deal. A lot was riding on this, and really, you couldn't have done any better like we just talked about.
I think, you know what? The pressure, I think that's what I like. I like the pressure. To say that it's not any pressure, I'd be lying. But I think it's what I liked. I didn't look at it as pressure. Maybe it just felt a little different. I like having that push and that kick. I'm like, you know what? I'm talking some stuff right now. I say I'm going to beat him. I say I'm going to knock him out. Let's make sure I can do so. So kicking up the training. And then I really always stayed consistent. So I knew that Alton, and I'm not going to talk because the fight is over now, but I just knew that he's going to miss a step. And I wanted to take advantage of it early on, for sure.
How did you celebrate after the fight? I know your manager was there. I saw him taking some video. I must have had a good time that night.
That night, I mean, I got in the UFC, but you're familiar with what I want. But I celebrated. I stuck around. I think it was a few. There's a few things we did. I really just honestly I like being around my friends and my family. And then once the family got tired, I stuck around my homeboys and we just walked around Vegas and talked. We had a good time. We had a good time, man. So celebrating, and I feel like it still hasn't sunken in yet. Still, I'm driving around looking for that for that sign. Just oh god, I'm in the UFC.
That's cool, man. That's awesome. What about the feedback from the UFC? I mean, you got the contract. That's always great. But did you talk to Dana? Has there been any feedback from them just on the performance? Because again, it was a really great performance.
Man, I usually like to sit back and see what they're gonna say in the performances. I'm not gonna lie, he has a Dana White when he's talking. I didn't see the enthusiasm that he had behind some of the other finishes or the other guys getting to UFC, and that's cool, man. But I guarantee you, one day I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I guarantee you, he's gonna be the same one. He's gonna be the one talking about me. He's gonna say some good stuff about me. He's gonna actually mean it. So I guess when I become more relevant to him, and that's cool right now. That's cool because I know what I have in store for him. But become more relevant to him. Hopefully, he got some better things to say or say some things with more enthusiasm.
Okay, I like that. What about this? Everyone's been into Contender Series this year. It's people are really glued in. They like the format and everything. What was the feedback like on social media, especially when you get a highlight reel finish like that? I'm sure a lot of people were hitting you up on all the platforms.
Dude, I was tagged in so many stories. To know I had so much support is one thing, but I had no idea it was like this. There's people that I don't even know that's saying like, "Hey, man, that was beautiful." The focus that I had. I mean, I feel like it caused my teammates back at home to go even harder. They going hard now. I mean, actually, they were going hard before because in preparation, I would always see they slowly, the group just getting a little bit thicker, like people just adding on to the workouts we were doing, and I definitely put a drive back in some of the, if anybody that was sleeping, they're woke now.
I agree. I know, like you said, it hasn't really sunken in yet that you're in the UFC, but this is, you got to start looking ahead. When are you looking to fight again? It seems like you didn't really take any damage in that fight. Are you looking for a quick turnaround, or is there any particular card you're looking at?
Man, so I had mentioned someone sent me a ranking about the prospects, and they had some people ahead of me I didn't agree with, and but also I still want to fight guys in the UFC, and I'm not sure if these guys are going to be in the UFC. But I hear about a card in Canada, and there is a guy named Christian Savoy. I don't know how usually they bring people like that in the UFC or anything, but I just know that he's in Canada, and there is a Canada card coming up. So if they put him on that, I'll be happy to see, to make sure to see if he's supposed to be in the UFC, or it'll be good to get that fight going. But I'm still looking, deeper into the roster, like where I want to be as far as top 10 fighting those guys up there. But realistically, where I got to start, and I want to fight soon. I want to fight this year. If I could get 2 fights in before the year end, that'd be cool. But I'm going for one. At least give me the one. Let me show me that let me show some people I'm in the UFC. Show them what I'm here to do, and then we'll start from there. But Christian Savoy, he could be fighting in Canada soon on the UFC card. I know he sells tickets out there, so I will fight Christian Savoy.
Well, it's actually funny you bring his name up because he was supposed to be on Contender Series. Christian got injured. He had the offer. He had to withdraw just because he's injured. But you mentioned that Canada card. There's 2. Like there's the one in Moncton coming up, I think, in October. Then there's the one in Toronto. But the one in Moncton, he's from there. So there is some, a push to say, hey, get on there. So you might have everything set up for you. Mick Maynard, Sean Shelby's watching this. We've kind of got this already figured out.
Perfect. Hey, Mick Maynard, Sean Shelby. I said it, October. So if y'all give me Christian Savoy, I can potentially show you that you may not even need him. Go ahead and let me handle that.
Okay, I like this. That's good, man. Before I let you go here, what was the first cheat meal you had? I know you were dieting, getting down to 185 and everything. Did you get like a good pizza or something after the fight? What'd you have?
Oh man, so you talking about directly after the fight?
Yeah, like as soon as you were done, where did you head to? You probably had a few drinks too, I'd imagine.
A couple champagnes. I had a few champagnes, but the first thing I had was a dessert. It was a big shortcake with whipped cream, and I told everybody I was gonna go back and have that after the fight. So it's this place called Lucky Penny in the Palms, open 24/7. I went down there after the fight, and after a few people, after I ended up being alone, I ended up going back, and I had a strawberry shortcake about the size of a Whopper. That's the size. Yeah, so I killed that. I have a sweet tooth, and I didn't really have the mood for any chicken or any of those things, but I wanted some dessert. I got a nice strawberry shortcake, killed that, and spent the rest of the night. I didn't even sleep. Stayed there for a whole 24 hours. But I spent that whole time just hanging out.
Good stuff, man. Well, again, Bevon, congratulations on the win. It's great to see you on the roster. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
All right, man. You can find me on Twitter. You can look up Bevon Lewis. You'll find me, or LBVON on Twitter. You can find me at Bevon KL on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook just by my name, Bevon Lewis. I look forward to entertaining everyone and showing the people what they want and getting that legendary status underway. To everyone that helped me for this camp, my coaches, Coach Wink, Harry, and my main man, Joey Villasenor. I'm always bigging up my brother, my younger brother. Was a big help to me and all my training partners at JW.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.